Good morning, Slay Zennies, and those who have yet to subscribe. Today I'm going to discuss September K-pop releases as well as some late August releases that didn't make it into my last review. Without further delay, let's jump right into the video.
I'm so caught up. Hold up, you're too hot, too hot. Smoke coming out the boombox.
Yeah, I'm like ice cream, oh yeah, oh yeah. Got you wishing you could focus on my mind, taking my time. I'm a new woman. Day and night. 요즘에는 별. Since I'm talking about when I tell my mama.
I wanted to love this song so bad, but unfortunately this song has many setbacks that result in a mediocre project at best. Every part of the song that isn't the chorus sounds rushed, disorganized, and borderline offbeat. It's a hard listen, honestly. As long as I only listen to the chorus and the bridge, I'll be fine, but the verses are in serious need of medical attention. 5 out of 10. I don't like how some of y'all only showed up for the raggedy Soyeon cameo at the end. Personally, I showed up because I heard a snippet of a certified hit and wanted to hear the rest, so who's the real Scuttlecrab now? Anyways, this is a hit if I ever heard one. It's silly, vibrant, and interesting both musically and lyrically. It's everything that K-pop stands for done properly. 9 out of 10. Retirement is imminent. 1 out of 10. It seems Onew left all the Slay reserves back at SM so they could be donated to Rise. A truly charitable act, but in all honesty, a silly one nonetheless. Listen, Onew, all I ask is that you lower the key next time. Just because you technically can sing that high doesn't mean you should. A 5 out of 10 from me. Right off the bat, this solo release is very generic in nature, but in this case it actually works in Jui's favor. Musically, it's nowhere near as bad as Nayeon's most recent solo project, and in my opinion, it slightly overtakes Jihyo's solo in terms of energy. Twice have already made it clear that they unfortunately have no plans of trying to do better than Nayeon's initial solo, so I really didn't expect a lot, but this release exceeded my expectations, though they may have been low. It may be nothing particularly special, but what it lacks in terms of creativity, it makes up for in good vibes. It's happy, upbeat, and musically inoffensive, albeit mildly uninteresting. It gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Musically, I really enjoy the combination of rock and boom bap that Chanyeol chose for this release. It's engaging and reeks of edgy hardcore style. However, the structure of the instrumental is a bit messy sounding, and honestly, it's giving midlife crisis from an aesthetic perspective. I don't know why, but SM likes to keep their washed-up groups technically together, but never let them release anything as a group for 18 years, and so all we get is a bunch of half-baked solos until the disbandment announcement arrives. It's sad, but it's true. It's a 5 out of 10 from me. Anyways, I wonder how Kai is doing. Personally, I find nothing wrong with the girl crush concept and find it to be a very pivotal, interesting, and necessary concept in K-pop. In fact, I even really like it in a way. However, this song misses many crucial marks and borders on being unlistenable. The instrumental is empty and feels incomplete. Meanwhile, the cadence of the lyrics is painfully slow and seemingly random, as if there is no real structure. The delivery of the lyrics is very messy and almost void of energy. The entire song feels all over the place, like it's running in circles, and ultimately achieves nothing before coming to an anticlimactic close. Considering that Meow is under the Black label and therefore a YG group by proxy, I was actually quite excited to see how the tried and true YG conceptual formula would pan out alongside their seemingly unique visual flavor. However, I was quickly disappointed. All 5 members lack the energy and vocal charisma that is so essential to being a singer, and when combined with the poor quality instrumental, it's a recipe for disaster. 2 out of 10. I'll go listen to Baby Monster now. Gotta love a good Halloween song, just in time for the start of fall. This seasonal release takes the experimental sound very seriously, and I kinda like it despite how some of the verses sound distastefully discordant. It's eerie, yet maintains the spontaneous, upbeat vibe Xikers is known and loved for, and while this isn't my favorite release from them, it's definitely not one I would skip. 7 out of 10. Dunk Shot is not a bad song by any means, but it sadly suffers from the same issue Loossemble had. The verses aren't as bad as Loossemble, but they still suffer from emptiness and almost being offbeat. 6 out of 10.
Look at my eyes, look at my life, my girl, you like it right?
This is the only time I've heard the word Riz in a song and didn't recoil. Congratulations are in order. But seriously, BoyNextDoor genuinely never miss. They take the silly grind very seriously. This song is an upbeat, happy virus that you can't listen to without bobbing your head. It's not just catchy. It has a strong backbone that's actually valuable and stimulating compared to other songs within this genre, and its lyrics hold emotional weight. 10 out of 10. Can't wait to listen to the rest of the album. Nobody needed this. Nobody asked for this. And yet, we got it. And it failed to be good. I wish I could say something more constructive about this because I understand what they were trying to do musically, but it just sounds awful. Point blank period. 0 out of 10.
That's the worst thing Paimon's heard all day. I'm so nice. Better talk to me nice.
Considering how Mamamoo solos have turned out so far, I never thought Hwasa of all people would finally figure out how to make a good song, especially since she doesn't have RBW's princess treatment anymore. But this is truly something. It really speaks to her "I don't care what anyone thinks" persona in a very chic and relatable way that almost makes me think she's being genuine. Almost. Hwasa has a sassy, authentic, cursive vocal tone, and this is the first time I've heard it on a song suited for it, which makes me really happy. However, I still can't believe her position in Mamamoo was rapper like Please Be Serious. Not to discount any nostalgia value her rap verse may have to Mamamoo stans, but she was made to be a singer. There is no shame in having a feature, so they can do what you can't. 8 out of 10.
Don't hit that gun.
This is one of those songs that is so confidently risky and experimental that its discordant notes and auto-tune-heavy vocals end up being what makes it so charming and catchy. Yon Jun's solo song, Gum, reeks of attitude and is unapologetically corny with its lyrics that reek of "started from the bottom, now I'm here" energy. The people who don't understand this track and act like it's the worst song ever made is so funny to me, really. Everyone who needed to like it liked it, and everyone who didn't need to like it didn't. Simple. 9 out of 10. Literally everything these guys touch turns to gold, and this release only further solidified that belief in my mind. Using such an upbeat and high-energy track as a vessel for talking about the sad emotions that come with being separated from someone you love, it's actually Shakespearean. The production maintains that classic Nugu boy group sound, bringing p1harmony's unique, silly flavor to a genre they have yet to utilize until now. It has soul, energy, and emotion, and radiates happiness despite its topic of conversation. I really love this release, and it may just be my favorite from them, especially considering how good the rest of the mini-album is. 10 out of 10.
Even when the rain stops, I can feel it follow me.
I really don't understand why Jay didn't just give up. I know it sounds really rude, but I'm being serious. He left a group that was barely surviving in the bustling K-pop market to begin with, so when you combine his bruised public image and the fact that his past solo music wasn't very interesting in its own right, Jay is honestly the last person I ever thought would try to revive their career. I'd honestly view this comeback more positively if it weren't for the fact that everything he's released is watered-down indie pop that uses aesthetics and relatability as a crutch. Sure, he sounds really good and is an excellent vocalist, but musically, it's the same soulless indie music I can get from someone like Eric Nam or Babadoobie. He's trying to produce something that's in exceedingly high supply and low demand. I hope he can shift gears in future projects and create something that he not only enjoys making, but also doesn't suck and lets his talent go to waste. For now, it's a solid 3 out of 10 from me.
SOS, I'm calling.
Y'all had so much traction and managed to throw it all away. It's actually so funny. This is void of all the energy and uniqueness that 50/50 initially debuted with, and it just makes me upset. We honestly played ourselves thinking that 50/50 were going to be anything beyond a passing fad, even without the legal drama. 0 out of 10.
Electric shock, straight to my heart.
Notice how nobody knew who he was until he became relevant by dating Gio from Twice, and then immediately became irrelevant again after things didn't work out with her? A lot of people wasting traction this year. But anyways, Electric Shock is an interesting, albeit slow listen. It takes a long time to get to where it's going, but I can't say the payoff wasn't worth it. The final chorus was a true grand finale to an otherwise mundane release and helped solidify this song's spot on my playlist. It's melodically novel, and the method of disguising a 4/4 time signature as 3/4 creates an interesting feeling of swinging from beat to beat that I find particularly enjoyable and wish more artists would do. This song is a solid 7 out of 10 for me.
It's the pleasure shop.
Glad to see someone from shinee acting like they know who they are. 10 out of 10. Yeah, there's no sugarcoating it. WayV is starting to suck, and this is the beginning of the end. Releasing this borderline stink bomb after Give Me Your Love is actually offensive, and I expect an apology letter from every member to be posted by tomorrow. If it had come from another group, it might be passable. But considering WayV's almost flawless discography thus far, the bar is way higher for them than most. 4 out of 10. If I ever said anything bad about NCT Wish, no, I didn't. This song is perfection. When it comes to doing garage and other drum and bass subgenres, boy groups will always come out on top. It's like second nature for them. This song really surprised me since everything they've released thus far has been a subpar attempt to overshadow NCT Dream. So hearing steady and actually flawless song was a breath of fresh air from them. 10 out of 10. Usually y'all are good at keeping up with the whippersnappers, but it seems retirement is imminent for you as well. This NCT dupe won't save you. It makes me sad as well. 6 out of 10. It's cute, it's upbeat, it's Nugu, but 87 other boy groups have already done this sound better. This is just a copy and paste synth pop song that you can get from a link in the description of a synth pop type beat video for $5. 4 out of 10. this is actually retro in the worst possible way. The people calling this Y2K are crazy to me. Aesthetics are not synonymous with sound or genre. Musically, this is the furthest thing from Y2K in terms of sound and time period, and even the visuals are leaning a bit on the 2024 dystopian microtrend end of things. But anyways, Hyoyeon does not sound good. This is the last genre her voice needs to be on. I did not need to hear her rap. Once again, Soyeon disease is real. I did not need to hear her sing in a key that was not trained to sing in. She's doing way too much now that 21 is confirmed to be coming for SNSD WayV again. She needs to calm down. 3 out of 10. It sounds like an anime OST in the best way possible. Sure, it's not her best release, not even close, but it's bright, fun, and exactly what K-pop is meant to be. She even said she was inspired by After School and Tiara when she birthed this song, so let's give Pookie her 10s for authenticity. We love to see it. 8 out of 10.